How's it going, Dreadites? How you doing? How you doing? Hope all of you are very well today. We're going to be playing some Diablo 4. We're not really going to be doing seasonal content today. I'm going to try to do some stuff on Eternal Realm. As you can see here, the anniversary celebration has begun. So there are free gifts actually in the shop, which I think is kind of cool finally that they're actually giving us free gifts. And there's March of the Goblins, which I've heard just through Twitter stuff that apparently the goblins are not spawning as much as people would like them to. So let's claim the anniversary gifts first, alright? So that'd be very important so we could get some cool stuff, right? Maybe we could even use some of this cool stuff. I think we're going to be playing Barbarian. What gear would be free, though? None of this stuff looks free to me. In fact, if I'd have to say, this is just recommended. Where's the anniversary gifts? Where's the anniversary gifts? Is this the anniversary gifts? These are paid for stuff, bro.
Very good.
No, I'm not spending money on that. Are these all paid for bundles? Death sentence? That's accessories. Anniversary gifts? Oh, this is free. Okay, so first off, there's the Nightmare Anniversary Gift. And the way to hell was torn asunder. This horse looks really cool. Looks like the wolf, aka Mephisto. 1 year has passed since the Mother's returned. 1 year since the new age began. What awaits us from here? Will Rothman's nightmare come true? Probably will. Let's claim it. Yes, if I'm not spending money, it is fine by me.
It calls to you.
Yes, it does. Give me my horse. We're gonna definitely have to try out that horse mount, even though I don't really use mount. Let's keep on. What else is free? Did they give us one gift per day? Thank you for one hell of a year. You've reaped with untold ferocity, and gifts currently remain. From June 6th through the 13th, return here daily for a new gift. Claim them as yours until the 20th, when they are promptly destroyed by the Hell's minions. Oh, so it's only one gift a day. Well, you know what? I gotta be honest with you. It's kind of smart to do that, because obviously they want people to spend money actually in the item shop. But we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna plug in my controller here in a second, because I do play Diablo 4 on controller, and we'll see how it goes. I think we're gonna have a smooth time. I'm gonna do Eternal Realm today, just because I'm more in the mood to play Whirlwind Barb, because it's actually pretty good this season from what I've been messing around with, and I'm already level 100 with the Rogue. These guys already saw Rogue gameplay yesterday, so why, in theory, would I continue to play more Rogue? I'll probably do Rogue again the next time we get to play, but today, I really want to focus on Eternal Realm. Plus, with the anniversary event going on and everything, I have a feeling Seasonal Realm is just going to be unmitigated disaster. Is probably going to be very laggy and almost unplayable to a certain extent, just because it's like the beginning of the season. And I really would like to get my Whirlwind Barbarian a little bit higher up. So let's see, what are we going to do first and foremost? We could do a Hell Tide, but there's none apparently that spawned, because it's 508. It hasn't spawned yet any. So what we'll do, pop a potion. Which one are we going to pop? How about this one? I'll show off the build at the end of stream, in case you're wondering. Let's do... These are the highest levels of these I got. Let's do an 84. And hopefully that should be good. Let's travel. I forgot to equip the horse, that's a good point. I'll do it in a little bit, right? Because I don't really going to be jumping on the horse quite a bit. Look at my cool Barbarian. I do have to kind of min-max him. I do have some 925 gear that I'm sitting on that I haven't actually upgraded. We will do it during the stream, but I wanted to kind of get into the action as fast as possible today. You know, less talk, more action, I think is very, very important for us. Okay, let's go. I think Eternal Realm's going to be a lot smoother experience today, just because there's so many people playing. I don't know if the Mother Blessing event is actually going to count towards non-seasonal, but it's not going to really matter, because experience points in Diablo 4 now, after Season 4 update, been mostly good. Mostly good. I can't actually honestly complain about anything, really, in terms of experience gains, even in Eternal Realm. I've been playing on Eternal Realm as well as the Seasonal Realm this season, and I've mostly been having thoroughly a pretty good time. Can't really no complaints really this season whatsoever with Diablo. I think they kind of really hit it out of the park in terms of like how the game should really be feeling and playing, and it's just been Overall, generally a better experience for me, personally. Okay, that was not so thing. Servers might have a little hiccup here and there, but I don't suspect we're going to have too many issues just due to the fact that, you know, there's going to be a lot of people hitting up the servers for the event. It's a little bit unfortunate about the goblin spawns, that the goblins don't spawn. I don't know if they spawn actually when we're doing this in the actual nightmare dungeons, or if it's only the overworld. If it's the overworld, well, it's not going to be too beneficial for me at the moment to do that. Let's go further down this way. Let's cut these enemies asunder if we can. Okay, let's use the rallying cry. I'm basically playing a spin to win build, in case you're wondering. Okay, there's an enemy that should be like right here. Where are you? Peace out. Most enemies I can pop pretty quickly. When you get to the boss, you're going to be kind of amazed what we end up doing with that dude. Okay, good. Just take it out. Good. Goodbye. 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 Let's wait on this. Okay. Let's run around here. Take these enemies out. Not bad. Let's keep going down a little bit here. Kill you. Goodbye. I don't hold in to keep spinning because in particularly this game, you will get mana drained very fast with Whirlwind. Oh crap, it's the Butcher. Well, I'm not afraid of the Butcher, I'll be honest with you. Look how quickly the Butcher's gonna die here. Yeah, not a problem. Am I really that good? Well, the build I'm using is pretty good, I would say. Let's get the Scattered Prism while we're here. Alright, not bad. We took out our first Butcher of the anniversary event. I don't know if there was a higher rate of him spawning. It's kind of funny how he's screaming fresh meat, and he thought it was me that was going to be fresh meat. Nah, homie. It was you. It was always you. I'm an Apex Demon Slayer in this game right now. Like, Barbarian's one of my favorite classes, actually, in case you don't know this. Like, the only thing I care more for than the Barbarian as a class in Diablo games is... I think it's up that way. Is the the sorcerers slash wizard, depending on the game. Depends on what it's called. Like Diablo 3, it was the wizard. Diablo 2, sorcerer slash sorceress. You know, it's always had different things. I do notice there's a little bit of server lag. To be expected on the anniversary event, though. We'll play through it mostly. It's not like anything that's game breaking for this build. We can kind of anticipate what's going on. Hi, guys. Bye, guys. This build's very powerful, too, so... how many? No more priestess, so let's go open the chamber door. And continue on our epic quest to just save the world from the hordes of hell. I would argue that this build might be able to do even super high endgame content the way it is. And we're not even, like, super min-maxed out yet. Keep that in mind. Like, how many seconds was that for the boss? Pretty insane, I'd say. I'm looking for 2 uniques, actually, that have yet to drop. Okay, so I'm going to just show you stuff. Like, I need a unique, ancestral unique of this. It has yet to drop, so that's kind of our mission objective. I need a legacy item version of this to drop as well. I don't know if master reworking will fix that. And then I gotta kind of do 925 item power on most of these things. I have a couple things that I can probably actually use 925 on. Most of them I've marked as favorite already. There are some that might have gotten by. I'm just gonna mark the 925 so that I have keep an eye on them for now. And anything that's not 925, like an item power, I'm probably gonna ignore. Just because it's not the most amount of damage we can do. I did see a weapon of some sort. Where was it? No, those are boots. That's a sword. That's a armor. That glove is terrible. That's weaker. That's weaker. It's weaker. It's weaker. Get a sword. That I'm gonna eventually fix up. I don't want to waste too much time on stream today. Alright, we gotta attach a board here too when we have a chance. It's a matter of when. Alright, let's put that there. How are y'all doing, by the way? You're doing great? You're having fun? You're having a blast? That's good to hear. I'm really hyped for Diablo today. I'm very hyped to always get to play some Diablo on stream. Let's get rid of these things first. That's very important. Peace out.
That got most of it.
Let's fix that. So I really don't want to waste a master reworking just yet, because I'm waiting for 925 powers to drop on the mace, so I feel like it'd be a waste of time to just keep doing that. Let's go to the watchtower here a second, because there isn't a Helltide, and we'll do some Helltide content. If I see that, the one thing I don't like about doing a lot of overworld stuff necessarily is sometimes whenever there's a whole bunch of players in the map, I've noticed there's been some performance issues. It's not a PC thing with me, and it's not the internet. It's just like sometimes the game just doesn't run as well as it should, and it's very periodic. So like sometimes it just has to do with on a day when there's a lot of people on the servers. That's why I avoided seasonal today, because I just kind of seen seasonal at like 5 p.m. Eastern, which is usually the time that I'm doing stuff in regards to Diablo content. It just tends to not be very good on the seasonal realm. Just very weird, hiccupy, probably a lot of traffic, so to speak. So it's just like Eternal Realm probably today will have less of a headaches. For the most part, it seems, knock on wood, like that's going to be mostly the case here, as you can see. Okay. There might be a hiccup here and there, just because obviously first day of an anniversary event. Let's see if we actually ran into goblins, because I don't really think I've seen any goblins. Alright, let's take care. Oop. That guy kind of cut me off there, but it's fine. Peace out. Was that the actual event? Save the caravan. Let's do this. How many minutes? So we have 37 minutes in this Helltide. I'm up for the task. I can't constantly cast. What are they doing? Okay. I was like, where's the enemies? Yes, I saved you. We killed them quicker than they could spawn, I think. That's fine. Hey, don't kill those people. Okay, that's new. So wait. Excuse me. Choked on my saliva there. My apologies. Oh, a lot of enemies coming through. Okay, that's fine. Are you still alive? I killed you. Where are you going? Goodbye. Goodbye. Anybody else? Goodbye. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Alright, anything else going on? Somebody summoned a world event? Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to save all of them. My build doesn't really work at, like, speeding around. We'll try to save as many as we can, though, right? Because really, it's just, like, spin to win. Okay. And then the Dust Devils kind of take care of the West. But everything's trying to, like... Kamikaze here. Oh, there's one person we got saved. Okay, it's over. I don't think we really got to save anybody. We're safe. Peace out. These things are going to die so quickly from the Dust Devils. My build is a little OP at the moment because of the Paragon. Peace out. Yes, I saved you. You're welcome. You gave me crap in exchange for that, but that's fine. Where's the closest chest? Over here, it's a Gift of Protection. I'm looking for a Gift of Protection chest that has actually a chest piece, because I'm trying to get an upgraded ancestral version of my chest piece so I can realistically do a lot more damage and I can be a little bit more tanky. Like, I'm complaining like I'm not tanky enough in this build, and as you've seen, I don't really have much issues in that retrospect. Okay, cool. Nice. Let's go over here. Take care of those enemies. You see, like, not really anything even threatens me on such high levels, just because of the way the Paragon points kind of fell for this particular build. I kind of stumbled on this build, to be honest with you, for Whirlwind, only because I wasn't familiar with the fact that Dust Devils had gotten some significant buffs for the start of Season 4, because I was originally planning to play a Barbarian, but I was like, nah, they're going to see some nerfs. They're not going to be as strong, I think, because there was a lot of stuff on the PTB with, you know, Bash Barbarian that looked like it was going to really see, like, a big nerf coming. And, you know, there was also Charge Barbarian that saw some significant buffs as well. I mean, you know, nerfs, because there's, like, Barbarians were dominating Season 3. I wasn't even actually aware of that, because I went Necromancer. And that's kind of funny how this season I went Rogue, and I wish I played Barbarian, And necromancers are S tier, but I played that last season. And I could always make more seasonal characters, right? But there's some characters I have from previous seasons. My Whirlwind Barbarian I've had since actually season 0, where there was no season, just from launch a year ago. I can't believe Diablo 4 is a year already. It's had its ups and downs. I still kind of complain that the performance in the game should be a little bit better, because like sometimes having the servers rubber band is a bit of annoyance when you just want like a smooth experience. And you know, obviously I'm going to be a little bit more forgiving today because it's the first day of the event. But you know, sometimes you'd like things to run a little bit better than what they run. This is one of the more forgiving builds where I can kind of get away with a little bit of that, because we just spin to win. And the Dust Devils kind of take care of the rest anyway. Like, this build takes a long time to get the pieces necessary to make it really powerful. Keep that in mind. Because Barbarian doesn't feel good till you get into World Tier 4. But then when you get into World Tier 4, and also I could say to a lesser extent World Tier 3 towards the end, when you really got like the Sacred Legendary gear that's unique that you need for this build, and you really get like all your aspects, then it really starts kind of turn around. That particularly is what I'm talking about, those random freezes where it just feels like because there's something loading too quickly that it becomes like a memory leak issue, which is funny because obviously my computer can handle the VRAM. I have good enough specs to run this properly. It's just weird sometimes I don't handle. We'll just kind of rock with it. Case in point there, look at that. Sometimes it's just like server hiccups. Okay. Where are we going? Try this one over here. Gift of jewelry. The only drawback is we don't have the seasonal potions and the seasonal items. Did I actually pop a seasonal potion? No, not seasonal potion. A regular potion elixir. I think I did. I hope I did. Alright. Let's do that. Let's go here. See, the game's getting a little rubber bandy, but we'll hang in there. Be fine. This is one of those builds where I can compensate for a little bit of circular lag at this time. Rogue Barbarian, Rogue class, particularly penetrating shot, I can't get away with some of that stuff. Just simply because it's not as forgiving of a build. Especially because of how the damage rotations operate. Okay, let's do that. Goodbye. Bye. Alright, let's cut across here. Good. I think that chest, not that gift of protection thing, or if it's a jewelry thing's probably gonna be like a 125, 150 type of deal. So, we're gonna have to be very careful. I gotta be careful this area too, because I'm making it look easier than it probably is, but like, if you overextend with the Barbarian, you will die. And you'll lose a lot of your Helltide Cinders, because even though we get fortified, we can take a big fat L. We honestly need more enemies to spawn, more density. Not only just for leveling up, but just simply for getting Cinders, because right now I'm thinking 125 is probably the amount of Cinders we're gonna need to open that chest. I could be wrong, we're about to find out, right? 75. Well, because it's rings, that's fine. I don't really need rings though, but we'll take what we can get at this point, as long as it's super loot. That's all that really matters to me. Okay. Why am I... You see what's happening? That's the thing I'm complaining about when it comes to the servers. We get booted? Like we're frozen on death. That's one of the things I've been complaining about all season long, like the random death, and you're not quite sure why you died. It looks like it's a server disconnect, but it doesn't register as a server disconnect. So it's like, well, what exactly did I do? Because I know I kind of dodged. Like, I know some of that stuff is just kind of confusing to me. Let's see. Where did I die even? I'm not... I could go back for that. I'm not going to go back for that now. Because we can just get it in, like, our regular cachet. Let's just keep pressing forward. Ideally, I just want level ups right now. I think we're going to get better loot, honestly, from doing Nightmare Dungeons at this point. Hello, sir. Level 100. Probably trying to do the seasonal... Or not seasonal event, but the Summon the Blood Maiden. I don't usually summon the Blood Mage until I get like all the chest out of the way. It's a lot of jewelry ones, so it's gonna be another ring, so there's probably 75 shards again. I wish I had some whisper keys on me, but I do not. Alright, let's do that. Good. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. 125 for that? That's a rather steep cost for that one. It's probably for a necklace then, right? So let's move on to the next one. We'll go to the Gift of Protection. Yeah, somebody summoned the Blood Maiden. I'm not gonna go do that right now. That's not my focus. Okay. Let's see what we can do.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, game. You wanna work with me here? Okay, good. Let's pick this up. Let's get the cinders. Let's look around. I don't really see anything too much here. Alright. Let's chop these guys asunder. Let's go. Let's look around here. I don't see really too much. Where's the enemies? That's what I want to know. What was Scooby doing around? Game. Game. Do you want to stay with me here? First day of the season, the anniversary event, though, so keep that in mind. So there's like a lot of people are going to be hitting up these servers. So server stability might be an issue during it. I usually avoid playing this, but because we haven't done Diablo... Well, we finally found a loot goblin. Where was it? Did I get denied a loot goblin? I think I just got denied a loot goblin. What a bunch of poppycock that was. Okay, let's go. Peace out. None of these enemies really are a big deal, as you can see. Let's go... Where's a chest? Did you see that? It opened the... I think we got rickrolled. That's fine. I mean, from what I've been hearing, the goblins... Loot goblins haven't been dropping the proper loot either. Like, they've been dropping very low level loot. Which, if you're dropping lower than 925, I don't really need it anyway, right? Alright, let's open this chest. Oh, it's an armor chest. The chest armor one. I want this. Give me. Unique, 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 unique. None of that's unique. Came for very specific gear. Hi, you want to fight me? Goodbye. That guy did not know what was hitting him. I feel sorry for him. No, I don't. Jewelry. Protection. So this is an armor chest that's easy to open because it's 75 cinders. 75 cinders you make pretty quickly in Hell Tides, and there's still 26 minutes. When I get done like opening the chests I want, what I'll end up doing is I'll go back into Nightmare Dungeon. So I do feel like the overworld is a little bit more laggy. Always I feel like the overworld in this game just like can't keep up with the game. I don't know why, maybe because it loads too many things in at the same time. It tries its best, especially in peak hours. Peak hours is just weird. I'm taking a scenic route in case you're wondering. That's intentional because I'm just trying to build up the cinders that I need. Okay, not bad. Let's look around. Hi. Okay, good. Not enough cinders. That's my only issue really with Hell Tides is I feel like there should be more cinders available for everything. Let's check this here if I can summon some enemies. Maybe. No? Why are they being so stingy with the enemies here, man? Alright, let's do this. This kind of fix things up for us a little bit, potentially. I think I spun out of bounds there, and that was actually my own doing. Okay, good. Let's wait. Let's wait. Game. Game. Work with me here, game. Okay. Good. Alright, not bad. Let's use this. These guys will certainly die. Unless I run out of resources. I try to hang in this particular circle as much as possible, guys. You got the... Just trying to summon something, it didn't let me. Kind of made me a little bit mad there. Oh, that's a ring, and it's a unique ring. That's always good. I'm gonna stay in as long as I can in the circle. Okay, there we go. Nice. Just gotta be very careful, because this burning thing will Okay, we gotta get out of the circle now. You're probably like, why is only me doing that? And as you can see, some of the enemies are kind of not sure what they wanted to do. Okay. Pick up the ring. We don't want to leave it there. True Whisper waits. That's good. I'm hoping there's like a chest piece there that I can do. Goodbye. Let's use the rallying cry. Open. I think there's like a 4-second delay in certain this guy's walking around. See, that's the thing. When you have another person just randomly on the map, I need to take care of this because this guy, I don't know if he's the one that summoned all these enemies or if it was me. It was him, definitely. Alright. Let me not piss off the hordes of hell so I open this. Lots of lay cards. Not what I wanted, man. Alright, no uniques there. Honestly, I'm just unique hunting at this point. You see, like, when this person shows up, how it just kind of rubber bands a bit? It's just like, the reason for that is apparently the game loads in everybody's gear in the world, so you can, like, peep it out. So it's like, his data is loading into my game right now. So because it's doing that, the game, I don't know, weirdly hiccups like that. Yeah, that's cool, guy. Alright, I'm gonna get away from you. Because you're gonna do that because of that. What I feel like I was just griefed. That honestly felt like a little bit of griefing. That's fine. It kind of did feel a little bit like griefing, but you know. You live and learn, isn't there? This guy's just hanging around here. Go away. You're making my experience right now miserable for myself. Oh, hi, there's another one over here. Maybe I'll just help you. Because you can just go incinerate. Okay. This person has this well underhand, right? Okay, let's... See, that's what I'm saying, like, when other players are around, look at this spike. We got a level up, so that's a plus. I would love if they were to take this game where it doesn't always have to be connected online, because I feel like a lot of the issues that I experience is, it's not even internet related, it's just like the servers cannot handle some of the loads that happen. Alright, I'll break away from that, so I'm not trying to get killed. Alright, good job. Alright, let's look for a chest. Protection. I'm gonna go grab that chest. I think that was the chest originally I was gonna grab before we got griefed by that rogue that was just randomly running around like, you know. Let's see here. Let's open chest armor. See how that goes. No uniques. Only, there's one unique that I'm just looking for, and it's not dropping. Existential pain, gift of jewelry. This gift of weaponry. I don't really need anything else in this health tide, so I think we're gonna bounce from it. And let's bounce from it. We're gonna go back to base. And I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do be right back, because I do want to do speed test just in case. But I'm almost 100% certain it's just the servers. But I'll be right back, okay, guys? Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I did a speed test. It's not my internet, it's just the servers. Alright, we'll play as much of this as we can. If I have to switch a game, I will. We could do, like, mixed gaming stream today, even though I don't generally like to do that on YouTube. But if we have to, we have to. That's not really that big of a deal. As long as we got a little bit of Diablo in... It's not better than what I have. Looking for 925 item powers. I know that chest is, but I'm looking for... Is that a 925 Mother's Embrace? Wow. I haven't actually seen that before. I've seen the ring before, yes, but I've never seen that. I was actually kind of surprised, actually, by that. Well, not the loot that I was necessarily looking for. But it's something.
Fight hard,
Let's put away some of the
Devil's pay.
ancestral stuff. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of that. We'll keep on our merry way. I forgot. Yeah. This is a weird glitch that I've noticed on controller. Where you put this stuff, right? Like you have the stuff that's lying on the ground. And it doesn't register it. Let's see. 15, I don't need. Just looking for 925. Mark this as important. Mark this as important. Mark this as important. We got our rings now that we need. I gotta obviously put the right aspect on it. But we have stuff we can deal with now. Alright. Let's continue to hunt for the unique that I'm needing. Let's put the point here. Let's put the point here. Alright, let's see. What am I looking for? Not overpowered. Bone breaker. Flawless. Developing. No, I don't have that. Weapons master. We only have one of these that we can take. Swapping weapons grants you 14% of maximum fury. We're gonna probably use this one just for the hell of it, but I'm not really gonna get most of the benefits from it. I just gotta... We don't have that many Paragon points left, right? So... This would probably be the best way to get to Weapons Master. Yeah, considering the amount of Paragon points that I have left. That is the only way we're gonna be able to do that. Because if we do it that way... See there. Trying to look at it from all angles. No, we'd never make it to there. Would never make it. Oop. I'm trying it all the possible. This is the best way to do it from this angle. So let's attach the board. Let's go strength. Okay, and then we're gonna try to get this. I don't think it's gonna really matter too much for this particular build, but it's something extra. You never know. Never know till you try. Stop. Get back into doing nightmare dungeons. We'll wait for the next Helltide, because those chests are really not stuff that I need to do. And I do need to get to, you guessed it, I'm trying to get to Nightmare tier 46 so I can unlock the pit for my Barbarian. So hopefully we'll be able to do it. I'm fairly optimistic that we should be able to do it. We just gotta cross our fingers, hope for the best, expect the worst. Let's open the gate. I feel like Helltides are so buggy compared to... Because you're gonna see here, watch. Look how smooth it is. That's why I'm mostly smooth. That's why I say, like, the servers sometimes are just, like, the culprit for a lot of stuff. But it's still much smoother than what we were doing before. Okay, good. And let's look across here. Where are you hiding? Okay. Let's cut across this way. Alright, not bad. Good. Let's use that. Okay. Today is ironically, right now, not peak hours, but with an anniversary event, you know, there's a lot of streamers that are also playing this today. Okay. Let's go up this way. Use that. Every time I cast a shout, I do cast Dust Devils, in case you're wondering how I'm spawning extra Dust Devil. It's one of the aspects that I'm using. Across here. The guy actually tanked that pretty good with the shield. Can't lie. It's pretty funny. Okay, good. There's one random enemy hiding there. Can I get you? Goodbye. I wasn't expecting a random enemy there. I think we missed the pylon, but it's fine. It's pylons I don't necessarily need in here. Let's cut across. We're good. Let's go. Nice. Okay, let's... What is that? Pants. Oh, we need it. What is that? Oh, nope. Let's pick it up. Oh, I picked it up? Guess I didn't.
I know you hate snakes.
Okay.
There's gold to be made.
Gold to be made. If I could go that way, I read the map incorrectly.
Search the ruins for a book called
What are we searching for?
Maleficarum.
You want a malefic
I've got a
compendium? That doesn't sound like that would be good.
and you'll never have
Sounds like a lot of people would be screwed by that. I thought it was going to be a curse chest. I was kind of hoping for a curse chest, I'll be honest with you here. That's a blood boil? So that's our nightmare dungeon thing? Okay, that's fine. Blood boils aren't that bad. So you gotta slay all the enemies in the archive.
I need more fury.
How dare you? Okay, let's... You see it? I'd expect like a disconnect right now. Okay, good. These servers are definitely wonky today. Okay, let's go. Take them out. Goodbye. Goodbye. Where are we going? I'm afraid that blood blister's gonna screw me over. Guess we killed it with a dust devil. I'm not complaining about that, keep that in mind. Let's go up that way because there was an enemy that was marked over there. Okay, good. Let's keep going forward. Open. Open sesame. Open salami. Okay, let's go. Peace out. Ah. I just got bounced all over the place, and I'm not quite sure why that was the case. Okay. There should be a boss maybe coming up. Which should be very easy. I'm going to be speeding through a lot of these nightmare dungeons, just so you know. The Faced Shrine Cap. We'll take that just because. And trigger event. Oh, there was no cursed event from that? I'm actually generally shocked by that. Okay. I really am genuinely shocked that that is the case here. Very, very rubber bandy. Okay, let's go. See if I can take this out. Good. Just cut across. Okay. Not bad. Game? Are you okay, game? Game is not feeling very well right now. Okay, good. Let's go up that way. Goodbye.
I must wait.
Okay, hello. Oh, they're doing a lot of damage. I gotta be careful here. Gotta shout up as quickly as possible. Oh man, yeah, this is actually, we kind of gotta be careful here. A lot of these guys got the AoE effect. Okay, good. Just whip around. Is this the box map? Yeah, it is. Okay, fine. You wait on this. Okay, let's pick the mechanical box. Pick it up? Okay, good. Why are these eggs still here? Alright. I'm gonna cut across here. Should be one of it. Okay, game is really getting weird now. I think we're gonna switch games. So I know this is not my internet for a fact. I know it's not my computer or the settings. Because I'll show you right now. Actually, let me not show you right now. Let's wait till we're in town. Like, this is a whole bunch of server rubber banding right now. That might kill me just because I'm kind of like blocked in. Alright, let's take this out. Let's go. Where's the other box? Let's see. There's a area towards the west end of the dungeon, so I think we're gonna go take a look at that and see where we can find. The only thing is, obviously, it's gonna take us a while for us to travel all the way back that way. Not all the dungeon layouts have been truly revised in this game, which is kind of unfortunate because having to come back all the way here to take out an enemy like that It's just a major nuisance. Okay. That actually hit me? No. But to say, I'm way too far away from that to actually have it affect me whatsoever. Okay, let's go. Let's take these guys out. Okay, good. Is it up this way? I'm a little perplexed by that because there's not too many areas we could travel. Bloodluster's trying to snipe me there. Okay. Oh, you? What are you doing randomly here? Use that. Got across. Look around. I'm trying to see areas that maybe I didn't look through. Better just have it tucked away. So that is always a possibility with this game. So much server lag, man. Okay. Let's cut. You know what's the other problem with this Diablo event? It's running at the same time that the World of Warcraft beta is going on. So it's like, just when you thought it was safe to go back into Sanctuary, this type of stuff happens. Ironically, if I'm playing like super late at night, like I'm talking like 10 o'clock when there's not like a lot of people playing, I don't run into this issue. Obviously, I don't do content at that time because I'm a regular adult with life responsibilities outside of VTubing, so like I can't start streaming at 11 o'clock at night. Plus I live in an apartment complex and I do have neighbors that would probably not appreciate me yapping at that time. You know, I'm not a house owner. If I had a house, different story. But yeah, they definitely gotta do something about addressing like server congestion, particularly when they have these events too like this, because like a lot of people would like to be able to do something, you know, and not have it like hitch and stuff, if you get what I'm feeling. We're definitely gonna be a boss here. I guarantee you about 8 seconds at best. Would have been even quicker had we not seen that micro stutter. Okay. Let's see here. Disemboweled. Okay. What other things should we put points into? Let's put exploit. I don't actually use exploit in this build. Alright, let's see here. Ancestral. Nothing really great. We are powering up our things. So that's a plus, right? That's a great plus. Anybody been watching the NBA Finals? Anybody here NBA fans? I'm a huge basketball fan. People don't actually realize that. I watch all the basketball games, guys. Like, all of them. And they're pretty good for the most part. Like, I think Celtics-Mavericks is a really good matchup on paper. Like, it should be, you know, great drag-out type of brawl, right? And it's been pretty good for the most part. Can't complain. You know, I'm sorry, I'm checking an email that just came to me. So, give me 1 second. You know, it's a thing. Sorry about that. Let's get back into things. I did another speed test too. That's also what I was doing to see. My internet's fine, so it's just the servers are being servers. They're being laggy. Because of the event, right? So there's a lot more people playing, as opposed to when they're not. It's funny. And plus the time of day that it is. Because you have a lot of, I don't want to say kids, but you have like a lot of high schoolers and people that have time to do stuff right now, and content creators too. So like it does cause a lot of server congestion. I wish they would kind of address some of the stuff. So I'd love to... I feel like I'm also going to like reinstall this game at some point over the weekend. Because it definitely needs a little bit more oomph. And maybe just like a fresh, clean install will kind of fix things in case it's something like hidden in the files that's causing issues. I don't know, I feel like sometimes with these games, the more you update them, the more they start to have like intermediate issues. Like that. That's like, because there's other people hanging around here, it's gonna do that. Like, and it's a lot, it's not just me complaining about this, a lot of people have complained. One-handed weapons. In case I could get the 925 on Condemnation. Let's hope for it. In the saying of Willy Wonka, you get nothing.
While I'm in town.
That was terrible, actually. I can't use any of that because I don't use an axe. Nope, none of that's useful. It's unfortunate. I feel like maybe we should go do a boss run or two while we're also here. But it's really all about Nightmare Dungeons. Alright. Merchant, give me something. There. Maybe we should start looking at what we can swap out. That's gotta stay. The gloves, I know I have a better pair of gloves now. That gotta stay. Can swap the boots right now, and we can swap the gloves. Primary resource cost reduction could be pretty useful, but I do like having my vulnerable damage. So I don't know if that's a significant upgrade from what we're doing. The poison resistance could help. We can fix up some things, I think. Let me save that just in case, though. Pants I can't swap. Boots I can definitely swap. So, 76 strength. Maximum life. No fury per second, though. Lightning resistance. Free evade charges. Strength is not as good as what I have. Let's see here. 85 strength. 77 max life. 94 life per second. What's this? 79 strength. 94. These are exactly the same practically. With the dodge chance. I think we go with that boot because of the maximum life for now. And get rid of those boots. Again, I'm going to be constantly swapping out. Anyway, I'm just trying to get better rolls on stuff. So we'll do the boots. And we'll put the gloves on. We'll also do the rings. Because the rings are somewhat better for now. It's best in slot, basically, up until we get to really level 100, where we really can then start doing exactly what we want with this build. So let me check this here. First off, we want okay, sharp cooldown. Let's go here. Should be under resource for anyway, both those rings, right? Yeah, so we want shout skills generate 7.0. Shout skills cooldown is the one we want first. Do that. Okay, so let's compare the rings. Now we'll swap out that because it's 925 item power. Goodbye. You served us well. Alright, so this ring, shot skills generate primary resources is what we want. So we'll do that as well. Pretty easy. You also got to do master reworking on this stuff, so keep that in mind. Shout skills, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so we're just switching out rings. Okay, goodbye. Let's see here. That one would be kind of good. We can swap this as well. So give me 1 second. Barrier? Okay, we'll also do something with that because it's 925 item power. Let me check to see if I don't have another one of that. Do not. Okay, so this is gonna not be aspect of disobedience, but the protector for now. Okay, good. Nice. So we got that. And on top of that, we have actual slots for gems, something I didn't actually have before. So the other thing is I can switch to this mace. Actually, it's 925, which we're gonna do, but that needs the aspect to be the right aspect as well, right? So which one is it? It's not Dust Devils. I think Dust Devils on my sword, right? This is the one with critical strike for Whirlwind. Alright, so that's the next one we're gonna do, right? So, item. Thank you. Codex of Power. Limitless Rage. No, it's not that one. Direwind. Yes. Should be it. Let's contrast and compare. Critical strike chance increases 16, 48. Yeah. A lot of this stuff, though, has to be now what's called master reworking. So we're gonna... Outside obvious chest pieces I'm not gonna use for the moment. Like that one I'm not gonna switch, because we don't want that. Not yet. Okay, let's do this. Let's get rid of... But hold on to the pants for now, just in case. Those boots can go. Those boots can go. We'll swap also for better gear. Also, keep that in mind. So now the real thing is we're gonna go
I can fix it.
master reworking. Or basically tempering, right? So the first thing we want to temper here is this weapon, because we need dust double damage, right? So... Let's see... Not that one. Does this one not get that? Oh, it's over here. I'm an idiot. So we want dust double damage. Preferably. If we could get dust double damage, like a 210 roll. Wow, did I just manifest that? And for offensive, ideally, I would want berserking at a high roll. If not, then just straight on damage. Let's see. That's close enough, actually. That was painless. A little too painless, actually. So, the next thing we're gonna do... I'm actually shocked how painless that was. 205 and 14. This is dust double damage, 85. This is whirlwindless behind dust devils that deal damage to enemies in their path. I would love to get... swap one of these things for other things, but, you know, 104 plus the 530, it's dealing a significant amount, right? Which is why enemies die. Like, I would love to have it where it casts more dust devils as well, but that's just, like, something you just gotta kind of live with, right? Alright, so, let's go back here, right? So we're gonna temper again on the gloves. Got an offensive skill that could be useful. Straight up damage. Straight up damage is the way to go. If we could get critical strikes, that would be great too, but I don't think we can get vulnerable distance. Nope. Gotta try again. Alright, can we get critical damage on any of this? Nope. No. We could just get regular damage. Let's try for regular damage. Hey, 45, perfect roll. That's nice. Utility. That's not gonna be useful. Horns could be okay. Horns with Fortified actually is surprisingly pretty good for this build. Much better than Lucky Hit chance of stunning. So I'm gonna go try to get the Thorns on here. Hopefully we'll get it. I could skip actually to make this quicker, because it doesn't have to be the long drawn out process, come to think of it. Hey, Thorns. 10... That's good enough of a roll for me. Because this gear is going to get swapped out again anyway. A lot of this stuff. Here... Boots? Oh, I got rid of the 925 boots. I never swapped them. You know, it's fine. We're going to run into more pairs of 925 boots. I guess I had a brain fart there and thought I had put the boots on. It's okay. It's fine. It's not really a big deal here for this. Here is where we're going to do resource generation. This is how I basically prep a build, in case you all have been wondering how I do things before I make guides. This is the way, right? So, right here, what we want is, like, basic resource generation. So, let's see if we can get it here. This is where the rolls actually become... Like, that's not bad, too, because it's resource generation with a two-handed weapon. And it's a max roll, so I'll keep it, because we have a chance on the rings to kind of make do, right? So then the next thing that I would want is, like, something that would kind of help, like, with Whirlwind, or would kind of help with, like, something that I use, like... I would probably want to get Challenging Shout here, Because challenging shout is very important for this build. So if I can get the cooldown, that's the thought process that goes into this, a little bit higher, you know, I could be constantly doing. Iron Skin is not necessarily bad, but I want challenging shout. Challenging shout has a very long cooldown. 6. How many more rolls do we have of this? This is where you have to play the gambling game, right? So an 8 roll would be better. That's a 20. I don't use ground stomp, so that's... This is where maybe I was a little bit too greedy. Comes into play. So we'll have to see what happens. Let's try. Might have dropped something there, so if I did, my apologies. 7.5 challenging show. We'll settle. Because how many rolls do we got left here? 1. Not worth taking the risk there, right? But challenging shout on here as well. We could have gotten resistances too on the ring, but excuse me, on the necklace, but it's fine. Let's see here. Rings. Rings, only really we're gonna care about right now is resource generation. Particularly this one, or this one we can do. Just because we have a two-handed weapon. What do we get? Dual-wielded weapons. I wonder if that would count for both. Because these are... Let me show you. We might have found a life hack actually here. This is considered a two-handed weapon, and this is considered a two-handed weapon. So the question really is it gonna be a multiplier here for with dual-wielded weapons? Yes, it should be a multiplier, so we're gonna keep that and test it out in theory. So then with this ring here, this is already a pretty good roll, right? Because we already have resource reduction on this naturally. Could do now is we could go offensive, right? So damage while berserking. I could do kick damage. No, not kick damage. I don't use kick. So I personally would just go all out damage if possible. Not with that though. So we don't have that. So like I would try to go full damage here. No. Because Whirlwind doesn't hit so far away where it's worth that. This is where Master Tempering... Wait, what did it say that we imprinted? With close enemies is good, because we're always close with Whirlwind. So I'll take that. I know, right? There's a lot of intricacies here. My controller does drift a little bit, so my apologies here in case you're wondering what the hell's going on. Damage over time is not really great. But we can always... Okay, first thing again. Not there. I'll try to see here. Where was it? I'm kind of got ahead of myself there. Bludgeon weapons, I think we can personally do better. Particularly... Not with that. Particularly with the roll there for the resource regeneration. I don't want to settle for that. So let's go resources. Let's try again. Got a lot of rolls here, right? Dual-wielded weapon. 14. I still feel like we could do a better roll there. Still feel like we can get better. 15. I still feel like we can do better. I don't want to settle for... What is this? 47.5 damage with 2 slashing and it's slashing. We're gonna... Oh, I put it on that. You know? That's fine. That's fine. But we gotta get this rolled. Resource with bludgeon. Let me think about that, okay? Let's see. Bludgeon. That's with resource generation. That's good enough for me. Alright. So, the next thing we're gonna do... We'll come over this way, right? I go to the jewelry room. Gotta make an emerald. And 1. Okay. Now the question is where we're gonna put in the jewelry, right? So if I put in the jewelry this, I get lightning resistance, which could be kind of helpful. We should probably make one of those. Now, in the air piercer jewelry, I could get cold resistance, so we should probably put one of those. Wait, did I read that right? Yes, okay, I want to double check. So, in this piece of jewelry, apparently I don't have any? Oh, I do. It looked like a lock symbol to me for a second there. I would... Oh, it requires level 90. I would probably put resistance to all elements maybe in that slot, but because we don't have it, we have to go for the next best thing, right? So, if I did an emerald, it wouldn't matter much. If we did jewelry, shadow resistance, if we did a ruby, fire resistant. Because we do a lot of hell tides, I already have a ruby, right? So what we're doing here is we will not be socketed into that?
I'm not yet worthy of this.
Oh, my bad, because I'm not level 90. That's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Don't worry about that. We can solve that problem with one of these.
The stars made manifest.
Oh, or one of these, either or. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put this one. No, I can't put that one slot. This better, 35, 13, 18. Because we're not at level 100 yet, right? Okay, so we're kind of gatekeep this to what we can do. That means I can't put these in yet, which means I wasted these for now. It's fine. Remind me, I gotta do topaz and sapphire regular one. Could do that. Topaz. So we want this one. And then sapphire was a little bit of a brain fart. Not big of a deal for me, man. So like, don't stress it. Okay. Topaz, we'll go in this one. That's how we'll build up our resistances. These I can just throw in a box for now. It's just not like end of the world thing. As you can see, I have a lot of them still walking around in a box. Right, this stuff, we don't really want to be walking around with it. Just because we don't really need that advance, right? So I'm thinking we peace out on that stuff for now. Alright. Then from here, let's look here quickly. So strength, and then we'll go not know what we're doing now. Alright, let's do our nightmare dungeon. We probably wasted a half hour, so there's a possibility that this is no longer in there. 85. Can I do that? Can. Perfect. Alright. At some point, I also will do, keep that in mind, I will do on our Helltide, but because we're waiting for the hour to reset on the Helltides, I can't necessarily get away with it. We've been playing for an hour. Alright, so let's see. 4 revives, that shouldn't be a problem, really, at this level. Okay, goodbye. We'll know now whether these were the right choices on the ring or not. Say, we're pretty good shape, right? Okay, let's take the Baneful Fragment. Oh, these enemies want to square up, so let's do what we can against them. Okay, good. Nice. Run across. Okay, not bad. Goodbye, goodbye. Cool. Run across here. Let's take these enemies out as we can. Okay, good. Overall, pretty good, I'd say. Pick that enemy up. Grab that gear. Actually, not grab that gear, but grab the money. Everything's so expensive in this game. It's gotten better, though, so I can't... Like, nothing I'm saying really is a major critique, outside of I really wish the game performance would be better on peak hours and during events. So as you see, like, having a little microstar knowing it's not your internet. It's, not bueno for the game. So I can't, like, if you're trying to sell me a expansion of this, like, for the way the game still performs, I wouldn't pay anything more than $39 for it. So I wouldn't pay full retail price, $70 to play a expansion if the game's still gonna have these hiccups from time to time. You know, that's just my 2 cents. Across. Okay. Go there, that's fine. We already take care of everything here? It looks like that. Like, that's just weird. Alright, let's cut up here. And we should take these guys out. Am I using my mallet now? I am, okay. So that's where that resource generation comes in handy. Heal. And then grab that? Wow, there's a lot of server pickups today. Okay. Let's cut across here. Okay. Not bad. I think what we should do... Well, we're just going straight for now. I don't think this is going to be really quick. It's probably going to be like... Kill all enemies and then fight a boss type of thing, right? Oh, this is the pedestal. Okay. Pedestal's not really an issue. Challenging stroke. Or rallying cry, excuse me. This is... Very nice. I'm going to do that. Okay, good. We'll pick up the potions, because we don't have seasonal potions on Eternal Realm, obviously, because we're not... Let's cut across this way. I think one of them should be the far low corner, if anything. Pick that up. Pick that up. Goodbye. Let's check around. Hi, guys. Most stuff is gonna die real quick. People sleep on dust devils. Ooh. Okay. It's fine. I gotta get through here. Do this, just because I don't trust these enemies. Okay, good. Run through. Got the distilled fears. Item box. Thank you. Yeah, you see that overlap? I was like picking up that for a while. Let's look here. Door didn't open. See, rubber banding. And it's not internet related. I can confirm because we did do speed test. That's why I like can't invest too much stock in Diablo 4 because it's just not in the best of states still. Only when peak hours too, which kind of annoys me because like 5 p.m. shouldn't really be a peak hour, but now that's the summer. A lot of kids are out for school, a lot of teenagers are home. You know, it just gets a little bit different. Even though I think some teenagers are still in school if I remember correctly, but you get what I mean though. It's like school's kind of out right now, so... The day of an event. Remember, I'm playing this on the day that the anniversary event came out because it's like, it's the anniversary of Diablo. I gotta play that. I would have preferred the performance to be a little bit better on the servers then. You know, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done in Diablo 4 before I would sign off on it 100%. It is fixed, like, in terms of the actual loot experience, but server hiccups for like an hour and you know it's not you. And it's to be expected on event day where there's also like events going on in World of Warcraft, but like, come on, man. Be better than this, Blizzard. It's not even my character, really, as you can see, rubber banding as it's just enemies are having a hard time keeping up with me. Alright. I'll take a break right after this one, because I think what we'll do is we'll restart the game. Just kind of free up a little bit of memory in case that's the case. I'm probably going to try to run the game in a straighter mode. But I know it's not my end. Because we would have been... If it was an internet issue, we would have been disconnected from the server a long time ago. Because it would have timed us out. What's this ring got? Lightning resistance. I'll hold on to it, but it's not what I desire. Got across here. Okay, so the next area, probably just... Yeah, we're traveling to the tomb. Okay. Let's do this right now. Because I will forget, and that will give us... Let's take a while for the gates to open. Hi. Alright, let's go. Nice. Look at those enemies. That's literally rubber banding. Thank God I know what direction they're coming in with this build, because if not... Okay, hi. Guys, goodbye. Goodbye. Let's check over here. Okay, not bad. Let's cut across. Not bad. Good. There's the enemy. The boss fight. Okay. We look here. I just want to get extra experience points, so I'm being a little bit greedy. But I know I should just, like, finish this and kill the enemy. 88. Okay, not bad. What is it? Tomb Lord, okay. Let's see how quickly he dies. Pretty quickly, I'd say, still. Not anything. Pick up the boots? Yes. Not exploit. Are we playing with Raph? Is it equipped to anything? Yes, so let's use Raph right now. Got 2 XP left. In Twister. You didn't even see that. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to base. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna restart the game to see if that will help with some of the server. A little bit of inconsistencies. Again, it's not my internet. I've done multiple speed tests to see. It's just really on the day of an anniversary event, the game kind of has a hard time keeping up, as you can see there. But pretty sure restart the game. Maybe, just maybe, if I were in administrative mode, we might have a little bit less headaches. So I will be right back. Thank you for being patient with me. We'll play for about an hour, give or take 38 minutes, and then we'll be done for the day. I had fun. Just wish the servers on an anniversary event weren't, like, being held together with chewing gum and spit, because it's, like, unfortunate. I'll be right back. Alright guys, thank you for waiting. My apologies there. My apologies. Let's see if the game works now. Should be coming back up here if, Yep, there we go. Let's go. Let's see. I did stuff. It's not internet again. I ran in administrator mode this time in case, you know, there was some shenanigans. It's 923 item power. 915. Hold on. Better. 3 theory per second is not bad, actually. So, looks like it might run a little bit better now. That's why I was trying to figure out, like, stuff to mitigate. Again, remember servers, too, are kind of bogged down because there's anniversary. So not everything you see is going to be because of me. Again, internet's running fine, it's just a game sometimes. Let's see. Let's bring you over here. Alright. So... the looting aspect of this one? Becoming injured while crowd control grants unstoppable? No, that's not the one I want. It's under mobility, right? Ghost Walker. Okay. So now, we just gotta master rework it. Or tempered, as it's called. Tempered. Mobility. Let me see here. Let's see, if I use that stuff, I'd be like, yeah, sure, but... what was it? 6 mobility... cooldown reduction? Oh, that's for, like, dodging. Like, I don't need that. Okay. Movement speed 8. I want to see if we can get a better roll on the movement speed, because movement speed, as it suggests... how many rolls do we have left of this? Let's put the utility thing on first, right? Friends are fortified. I'm noticing how good that is as an ability on these things. Okay. How many do I have left? This is the major question here. 1. Can't risk that. Oh, 2. 1 on this one, 1 on the... oh no, we'll leave it there. Because if not, we ruin a good pair of boots. Okay. We don't want to ruin a good pair of boots right now. That'd be very foolish on our end. John. Alright. Not at level 90 yet. So... let's pop a potion. Do a nightmare dungeon. We'll probably hit at least 2 level ups on stream, which I think is pretty good on Eternal Realm for a 2-hour time frame. I'll probably do a little bit of just chatting when we get to about the 48-minute mark. So just keep that in mind. Hope you're all doing well on this Saturday too. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for playing through some of this like weird little glitchy stuff too, because you know it's not my internet. Literally, it's not my internet. It's just like the servers. Whenever there's like a big event, servers kind of just have a bit of a poop. You know, as you can see, because if I actually had issues where it was my internet, like I would have gotten a disconnect. Like the server literally would disconnect me. It's just that there's a lot of people playing Diablo 4 right now, which is kind of a good sign, right? Because the game before, like, really had a bad player drop-off. And they still kind of do, because, like, a lot of people who started playing it when they've realized that how dungeon crawlers actually are as a game, you know, moved on to other things. And, you know, content creators... I'm a content creator, right? But there's, like, some games that are always a mainstay here on the channels, you know. Tend to jump on bandwagon, so, like, everybody wanted to jump on the Diablo 4 bandwagon, you know, at the very beginning, because it's, you know, brand new, shiny new toy, so you use it to farm engagements, and then after that, a lot of those people that are just not, and that's not a dig on them, because you know what, it's content creation, that's the nature of the beast, that's the nature of the game. Content creators, unfortunately, don't usually stay loyal to one game, especially a lot of the more variety type of ones, because that's just kind of not what they do, right? you go to the next new shiny toy that you think people want to watch you play, because it's popular. And then that's how stuff like that ends up happening. So like a lot of those people, when Diablo IV was going through its growing pains, obviously weren't playing. They played up until the story, or they played till they got to level 100, and they're like, no, I don't want to have to do this again with a seasonal character. But you know, obviously, and this is not a take on new players. If you play action RPGs, that's the whole point of seasons, to make a new character, play with a new character, to be able to try out different classes that you didn't play the previous season. And you just kind of do that over and over again. There are some people who just constantly remake the same class because they like playing only one class in the game. That's kind of the wrong way to play Diablo, in my personal opinion. Like, the best way to play Diablo games, particularly Diablo 4, right? Pardon the noise in the background, there's a police car going by. I live in a noisy city, I live in New York, and although I do a pretty okay job of filtering sounds out, some sirens be loud, right? Okay. I actually stayed quiet a bit so that you wouldn't have to hear the sign. But like with Diablo 4, the way you realistically, the best way to play it so that you can actually enjoy it, particularly with seasonals, for those people who don't really understand, you make a new character, you play with that character, get to level 100, and then the next season, instead of playing the same character, same class again, what you do is you play a different character, different class, you try a different experience, so it's like if you're playing a brand new game again, right? Because you have a different experience with the game. It feels much more dramatically different than what your previous experience was, although, yeah, the content is gonna kind of remain the same. I think that's the first goblin we've seen. Oh my god, no, you can't run away. This bastard's really run away from me, and he might actually get to run away from me. He didn't drop a unique. I was expecting him to drop a unique. I am so mad over that. I literally ran away from the wave just in case. Game is, as you see afterwards, running a little bit better now. If it runs a little bit better, I might go a little bit extra to kind of make up for a little bit of the stuff, but not by very long because I have a lot of things that I have to continue to prep. I have a very busy weekend ahead of me. Okay, good. And that seems to be running. I feel like whenever I do this game from now on, I'm probably gonna have to play around like 6 o'clock in the evening, which is not a normal time that I usually would do this stuff, but maybe that's the mitigated thing. I feel like once you get through the 5-hour rush, or 5 o'clock rush hour, it gets better-ish. Let's pick up the Nightmare Dungeon Key. Is that another goblin? Treasure bag. I've never seen a treasure bag. What does this do? A bag full of Power 25 treasure left behind to slay goblin. That was added in the hotfix. That's kind of cool. Do we have a high chance of uniques dropping from that? I wonder. I don't know. Hey, look, another goblin. Maybe they put a hotfix that fixed everything. Ooh, that looks like it's unique pants, baby. Okay, there might be some benefits to our dilemma right now, guys. I restarted the game, and all of a sudden I'm seeing goblin stuff for the anniversary event. Nice. Alright. Let me check the pants first. Hey, look, guys. Look what we got. We got a Tilbart Swill, and it's 891 item power. Yeah, we're swapping this, obviously. Look at that. Actually, I'm not going to get rid of that because there's other characters that could use that. That'd be foolish on my part. So we got actually one good thing on stream that we needed. So can't complain about that, guys. Kid you not, I almost called you Wolfies. It's like old habits die hard, man. We have how many bags? That's all drop. A little stingy, don't you think? Let's just pick it up for now, right? Alright, so I'd say some of the fixes actually work. Good. Okay, let's go. Nice, let's go. Okay. Yeah, performance a little bit better. So I think from now on I gotta remember administrative mode. It's because I feel like sometimes my computer will not prioritize it as something that should be. Also, again, like, server rush in the beginning is kind of, you know. Like I said, second week back is Dread, and, like, we're gonna have scuff. It's gonna take a while for me to learn certain things, particularly with this model again. You know, and just, you know, just stuff in general, because, like, my OBS settings are dramatically different from how they were when I was Katagiri. You know, everything's a learning experience. In fact, I'm using an OBS that's still kind of a little bit outdated because I'm waiting for Sprout to update itself. This guy's just kind of teleported in here. It's funny. Alright, let's go. Okay, good. Good. I told you it was going to be that 5 p.m. rush on the server. And once we got through that, that was going to make things a little bit better. Which it did. For the most part. I mean, there's still a hiccup here and a hiccup there. I expect to get bomb blasted by that. Yeah. Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay. So we're gonna go put this box over there. I think we're gonna be fighting a boss of some sort. Maybe. Yeah, it's a boss. This boss probably gonna die pretty quick. Yeah. I think there might be a unique that was mixed in there. I can't say for great certainty. Okay, I'll go with disemboweled for now. Let's see. 890, I don't need that. Don't need that, 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 don't need that. Okay, so there wasn't... Check to make sure there's not like a horse. Okay, no. Still good though. The fact we got the Tilbolt's Will, that's like very makes me happy. That's all worth it for today's stream. Because now we have the pants. Now I just gotta get the stupid chest piece I need. Rage of Hargath. Which could be quite difficult to get, guys. Like, I'm trying to hold on to hope that it's possible that we get it. I don't know, guys. Like, it's an upward hill battle, to say the very least. I'm being notified about something now. Always when I'm streaming, people tend to hit me up. It's fine. Alright, what we got here? Not bad. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Just reading stuff. Okay, let's go up here. Let's go up here. Trying to get to that. I don't think it's really gonna matter too much in this build. Let's put the Tilbolt's Will back too. Because I don't want to lose that one. I'm not gonna salvage it. I know it's like a legacy version of it, but it still can have its uses long-term wise, right? Okay. Put you away, thank you. They were very useful for what I was trying to accomplish. Okay. Now we're really cooking. For the most part. Where are you? Junk. Nothing to repair. Alright. Good. What are we gonna do? You guessed it. Another nightmare dungeon. I have so many of these that I have to kind of burn. We'll use that one again. Okay. Let's go to the cavern. I'm trying to get, remember, my nightmare dungeon tier up to 46. And we probably could make one right now, but I don't want to do it just yet. Maybe we should. But the thing about it is, like, the pit's level 100 content anyway, right? So, like, you don't want to go in there and then you can't really do the content, if you get what I'm feeling. Plus, we don't have, like, 925 item power and everything that I would necessarily like to actually use it on. Okay, good. Go. Rallying cry. Okay. It's looking pretty good right now. Okay. I kind of left some things away that way alone just because it was like, this is a poison dungeon, which I hate these as the modifier. Like, and guess who didn't invest in poison resistant right now? You guessed it, Dread. Guess what he should have invested in? You guessed it, poison resistance. You know, it's just one of those live and learn things. With all these bugs, they can poison me. Okay, so that's fine, bro. Just pop the rallying cry. And then we'll be good to go on that one. Okay. Good. Fine. I'm not gonna pick up... Well, I actually do, because I need this for salvaging material. This master... or tempering is not... that easy to deal with. It does cost a lot of resources, even though they fixed it. Oh, no. Okay. Now I do. Modern problems require modern solutions. Nice. Good. Use our ultimate here. Alright, so I can do that. A little bug there. Let's get rid of them. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Level 89. So we hit our second objective for today on stream. Get another level up. I don't know if we would be able to get a third level up. I may go a little bit longer. Maybe. If the game kind of still runs like this for a bit. Because I can still give a little bit more time to these guys. A little extra time, as I'm sorry that things were a little bit scuffy in the beginning. Again, it wasn't my problem, not internet or anything. It's just the server sometimes can be very baggy. With everybody hitting the anniversary event all at the same time, that will happen, man. I don't know which way we should go. Let's see. Part in the background, again, like I said, sometimes there will be noisy police and emergency responders that come through, not in my building, obviously, but in the city itself. Like, there's not too much I can do to mitigate it. I've done everything I can possible with the microphone. I have curtains on windows and stuff. It's just... there's not a quieter room I could necessarily do this in. It's just how it is living in New York City. If you get what I'm saying. I don't live in a house, you know, far away. In a desert, like, quiet area where I don't have to worry about, like, that type of stuff. I wish I did, in a way. You know, one of the funny things about when you get a little bit older in life is that you kind of realize that, like, when you're growing up, and you're like a early college student, and even a teen, you're like, yeah, I want to live in the city. City life is for me. It's, you know, the big hustle and bustle and stuff. And then what ends up happening is as you get a little bit older, you know, in your late 20s, I would say it's really when you start to feel it. You kind of realize that city life, how chaotic it is, how noisy it is, the hustle and bustle is a little too much, right? So then you kind of long for a nice, quiet type of thing. Like, for me personally, my dream ideal situation would be to live in a cabin in the woods. Nice and quiet and peaceful with nature, cabin in the mountains. Because I do like the mountain type of, you know, scenic thing. But obviously in the mountains, there would have things. There's some people who like to live on the farm. Like, you know, I don't know if I would necessarily want to be a house owner unless I had, like, a wife and I was trying to go for, some sort of, like, you know, domestic type of style. But, like, if it's just, you know, because then I probably would be willing to make a, you know, compromise, because that's what you do for, people that you know, love, right? But, like, if it's just me, it really would be, like, cabin in the mountains. And if not a cabin in the mountains, then most likely... can't pick this up like that, can I? If it's not going to be a cabin in the mountains, then probably, like, cabin in the woods. Just because I really like that aesthetic for all intents and purposes. Is it me, or did we get an extra potion? Why did we get extra potion? I guess because we have our level up. Sigil powder. But ideally, place in the woods or a mountainside. Either or, all those things can be actually really nice when you think about it. Let's take care of these enemies. I'm trying to get loot to drop. I still feel like those... we got a lot of loot goblins the last time. I'm kind of sad that we didn't get a March of the Goblins in this particular run through. I guess they're still trying to work those kinks out. Speaking of trying to work the kinks out, I'm not really picking up too many of the gold items because I'm just interested in some of the other type of legendary loot. Alright, let's swing our partner Do-si-do. Where we stop? Nobody knows. Should we stop there for a second? Do we get vulnerable? Okay. Let me grab the lever. Grab the R lever. Okay, good. Let's give it a good look-see. Okay, good. Let's take care of those guys. I'm not gonna run back in case those enemies are dead, most likely. Use this. Right, there's a lot of enemies. Maybe I help you, maybe I don't. Oh, I'm not helping that person then. Alright, we got something. I feel sorry for that dude over there that's screaming for help. Godspeed to you. Alright, let's get Twister. Okay. Just checking some more things. Not really any loot. I didn't really pick anything up now because I was like, most of the stuff's not gonna be the item power I'm looking for. You're probably asking me why I don't simply just swap out to a better chest plate, and that's a very great question. Because I need the passive buff from this. And that type of stuff. Until I get one that I can swap out for it, it's not worth doing a little bit less damage that I can mitigate in Paragon. So that's why I'm not doing that, in case you're wondering. Because of the bleeding, as well as like just the passive ability. I think we'll just go for like 2 hours. I think that's the safe bet based on what I've seen so far. Having some water because my throat is getting a little scratchy right now. I don't have a cold or anything, just when you're talking for so long on stream. And I was talking all this time, I didn't even open up that drink. Kind of potato brained, some might say. I didn't get a nightmare sigil on that? Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see, what should we do for the next 20 minutes? Nightmare dungeons, right? So we're trying to level 88. Let's claim that bonus while we're at it. Gave me a skill point that I already had. Check the rest of these just in case. Some of these locked. Yeah. Probably because I haven't done the, you know what? Made a mistake. Is this it? No, where is it? Oh, there it is. So you never really want to do what I just did, but because the R screen popped up, you just kind of want to live with it. I gotta fix my leg. Getting cramp. Because I have my legs like draped downward and I can't touch the ground, so to speak, the way I was sitting. Alright. Salvaging items will produce something. Alright. Will this be good? Probably. So hopefully we run into another goblin. I only seen one goblin for the March of the Goblins, so they... That's weird. Yeah, I saw one goblin for the whole thing. Alright. Oh, if this enemies don't swarm me, I was gonna do something, but... Hold on. Okay. You're noticing what I'm noticing, right? Okay. Yeah. Actually, hold up a second. Let me try to sit back the way it was. Okay. Hang on a second here. Alright. Huh, interesting. You don't know what I saw, but I will try that for the next one. Let's see here. Break for the gates. Oh, it's this nightmare dungeon. I actually kind of like this one, I'll be honest with you. Game? Yeah, I think this will definitely be the last one then. Okay, let's go. Take them out. Take these guys out. Take them out. Take them out. Got a Paragon point. Take this one out. Yeah. You notice what I'm noticing? There's big rubber banding in the end. Okay, let's wait. Bye. Feel like I overextended there, and most of it had to do. You guessed it. Server. Thanks. Okay, let's do this. I'm not gonna use Rallying Cry here. Wouldn't be worth it. Use this. Okay, good. Let's wait on this. I hate crowd controlled Diablo always loves crowd control, particularly Diablo 4. Like, it's just annoying. Particularly being feared into, like, frozen is still the most annoying stuff that can happen in this game. That's a... It wasn't a cursed chest, it looked like it was cursed. I was ready to kind of do, like, a event so I could get a little bit more experience points from it. I'm kind of sad over that. Open this. Most of this stuff... I'm gonna pick it up just so, like, we have a lot of materials to salvage so we can keep kind of doing tempering, because you need all those materials. Another gate? This is interesting, it's just gate after gate. What is that gate fortified of? It's like a wooden gate. I should be able to swing this mallet or mace really quickly and it should just do what it's supposed to do. Hello? Okay, good. Let's do this. Not bad. Good. Pretty strong. Not bad, not bad. Let's cut across here. Anybody here? Knock knock, housekeeping? Housekeeping? Nice little aesthetic here, you know? Just needs a couple of furniture from IKEA, I suppose. Okay, goodbye. 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 Interesting. Peace out. Okay. Pylon? Regular pylon? Not a cursed pylon, I was surprised. Oh, you saw how much those guys pop for damage-wise? Did I climb up here? Are there more enemies for me to fight? There are, okay. Pick up the chest. Gold, not bad. Okay, so I think we're gonna go up this way by the process of elimination, because we're looking for spiritual carriers. Okay. Not bad. Pretty good. Okay, that's nice. Not bad. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. I'd say good. Try that. Good. Alright, nice. Go up here. Okay, cool. Let's take this out. I don't know, man. Things are looking kind of rough right now. Alright. Took care of them. Let's take care of these dudes. Let's go into our ultimate. Did I collect everything? No, there's still another guy creeping around. My guess, probably... stay up this way. That's only, yeah, it's the only place we haven't really ventured into. Okay, that should be the last of the spiritual. Unless there's like some trick up their sleeve. No, it isn't. I don't really recall this dungeon layout having this many twists and turns. It reminds me of the same dungeon where, well, actually I shouldn't say that. It's been a year though. How many people have realistically still starting storyline where Rothman meets his ill demise at the hands of Anaris? Which, when that happened in the story, I was just like, I kind of was a bit peeved by it because they've hyped Rothman up so much. Where are we going to drop this urn off now? That's the major question. Anybody see it? Gotta go find the place to put this urn in. But yeah, like that always pissed me off because like in Diablo lore, Rothman's like the most powerful necromancer because he was the first necromancer and he has a lot of lore and, you know what, does all these great things, and then the way that he just, like, we don't even get to see the fight in an actual CGI cinematic that, like, and it just kind of sucked. I don't think we've seen the last of Anaris, despite the fact of, obviously, he met his demise at the hands of Lilith. I could 100% believe, I think it's probably over that way, that Anaris is going to get resurrected because he died in hell, and he's going to become some type of demon. And he's going to become some sort of lord. I don't think he could become a primeval, because, like, what primeval would he be able to take the spot? The primevals are based on, like, the 7 deadly sins, if I recall correctly, so, like, they've done just about everything. But I don't know, I feel like he's going to be, like, a demon of revenge. Or Lord of Revenge. I think he's gonna come back. I truly do, as a demon. Because, like, I feel like that was Mephisto's plan, too. Like, he was just intentionally trying to make him crazy and drive him mad so that he would go back and be a pawn in the whole Lilith thing, just so that he could then have him turn into a Dark Lord, you know, Lord of Terror, so to speak. And if it wasn't him who did it, then it was definitely Diablo who kind of played that part. Like, I could see Diablo definitely trying to, like, inhabit the body of maybe Anaris to come back stronger and with the power of an angel. Because he already tried one time in Diablo 3 to try to get the power of, you know what, heaven and everything, and that he almost succeeded had it not been for the Nephilim. So I could definitely, like, I would love to see also, like, what happened to the Nephilim. Did they die out? And my biggest thing, too, is, like, what happened to Tyrael? Because... let me do this. Because, like... we're only based on the assumption that Tyrael might have passed away between the events. Because remember, he's a human now, right? So... I don't know. I don't know which one to pick here. Disembowel? No. Let's go see... okay. Sorry, I was trying to think what I wanted to do there. 906, 864, 901, 869, 878, 858, 865, 925. The Fury on kill could be kind of useful. That had a better roll though. No uniques again. Resistance to all elements, resistance to all elements, armor resistance. That's fine. I don't think we have enough to points to do. I don't know. I'll think about that. I'll leave that open for maybe a possibility of what I'll do next. Should I go to level 90? That's the question. We're pretty close. Hour and 48 minutes. Oops. Let's try to push to 90. Let's try to push to 90. Because, you know, we're so close to it anyway. I have a little bit of extra time I can spare. So... you never know. We can try, we can try. We can try. The worst that could happen. All junk. Not bad. Good. Go down this way. I don't know. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Helltide's over there. Let's check out the Helltide. Oop. Sorry about that. My controller drifts, so... yeah, they make these controllers nowadays so cheap. I feel like making a video talking about why controllers drift as much as they do. It's a very simple thing, too. It's due to the part inside it called the pedometers. They wear over time, and these parts are like, literally, you get them on the internet for like $2 to $3. So what happens is after moving around the stick so much, the inside parts wear out, where there's like no traction to really move them around. So the only thing you could do is replace them. But in order to replace them... is it me or did the Helltide just disappear? It did, because it's 6:55. You know what, then? Nightmare Dungeon it is. That's what we'll do. Give me 1 second here. Just in case. Do it. So, like I was saying, the pedometers inside, they kind of wear out. So, from constantly using them, so if you play a lot of games, obviously, all content creators would know this, or anybody that's a heavy gamer, after moving them around so much with the friction, it wears out inside, and then what ends up happening is usually on the cheaper controllers, the analog sticks become incredibly loose, so that, as you see here, look, I'm not moving it, it's moving on its own. That they'll become loose because they'll wobble outside of the position. Why is this guy talking randomly in the dungeon? That is something I've never seen in one of these dungeons before. Alright. Let's just accept that that just happened. It's like a bandit. Let's just the same dungeon? It's like it's exactly the same dungeon. I wanted a little bit more variety in there. You know what to say, variety is spice of life. Rest in peace, category genre. Okay. Go. 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 Oh, it's rescuing prisoners, so it's not exactly the same. It's a little bit of difference. Just that the actual dungeon is Ow! That hurt. That was not cool. That was not good in the hood. Now let's keep going. Nice. Do that. I think I wasted my rallying cry there. Okay. If it's not a unique right now, then I don't want it. Yeah, there really is. For this event, I have yet to see really a lot of loot goblins. I am very saddened by that. They really do gonna have to hotfix this. The chances on those goblins is... Goblin madness is not very mad. March of the Goblins, was it not cold? I was expecting at least every dungeon run to see a goblin for the anniversary. Ooh, that's not a good look. Okay, let's go. Nice. Pick this up. Good. Let's grab this. Most enemies are gonna die in pretty quick hits. Okay. Good. Good. Alright, let's go here. Let's save this person. Of course I'm a saint. If I weren't a saint, I'd be working on the side of Diablo. Good. Let's grab that. Okay. Let's get the gold. Let's save the person over here. Let's take out the enemies first now. Good. Not bad. Looks like now people have checked out the event and realized there aren't a lot of goblins and they've left. The server feels very this feels very stable now all of a sudden. I told you it's just that beginning rush, and then once the beginning rush for the day is over, things get better. Travel to the Chamber of Purging. The only thing that's going to be purged from this particular chamber are evil demons. Let's look around here. Okay. It's a trap. Little do they know, I'm not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with me. Yes, I did watch Watchmen. Everybody's seen Watchmen. Pretty good movie. That's why I'm still a little baffled how, you know, Zack Snyder's Justice League universe turned out so poorly. After it did such an amazing job with the Watchmen. I don't know, man. It's one of those things that I will never really truly understand how to drop the ball so hard on that. I guess it also has to do with like studio interference too, right? Like, and Justice League movie is terrible, but it's terrible because for the same reason a lot of movies are terrible. Like, you had one person who wrote it, and then that person was no longer doing it because if I remember correctly, wasn't it like Zack Snyder's dad had passed away during the production? And so then he left, and they asked Josh Whedon from, you know, who most people remember from Buffy the Vampire Slayer to do it, and as we saw, even though Josh Whedon did a very good job with Marvel Avengers, some people argue that maybe he intentionally sabotaged Justice League just for that. There's a lot of like random worshippers here. They were worshipping Lilith. Hate to tell them, Lilith's dead. I put an end to her. She is no longer among the living. It'll take a very long time for her to be reborn in hell, according to the law. Probably like 30 years in the game storyline before you'll see Lilith again. Like, I felt sad for Lilith too. Like, most of what Lilith was doing, yeah, she wanted like to try to manipulate people to do her bidding, and she was using them as pawns, right? That's the only reason why Lilith in general kind of created Sanctuary, because she wanted a playground and people to be able to manipulate him when Anarius had guilt for the decision that he did, and then tried to like kill everybody and wipe them out. That's where it just kind of like sucked, you know. I don't know if necessarily Lilith truly loved Anarius. Maybe at some point, because you know the saying, hell have no fury like a woman's scorn, right? And you know, Anarius was just over grief because, you know what, he listened to the... And they're tragic characters. I mean, is a story that's told in Diablo IV do both those characters justice? Fuck no, it doesn't. I'll be the first to tell you. Like, both those characters, particularly Anarius more so than Lilith, deserved a little bit more fleshing in their character and deserved a little bit more scenes. Like, the thing that will always piss me off about Diablo 4's story is we spent like 2 to 3 chapters chasing after her, Lilith's right-hand man, Elias. And instead of chasing after Elias for like 2 or 3 chapters, we should have been dealing with more storylines around Lilith, or actually having interactions with Anaris again, because by the time Anaris gets into that cutscene at the end where he meets his ill-fated, you know, death, his fate, it sucks. Because he, you know, we barely know him as a character, so when he dies, it's like, oh, Anaris is dead now. We don't really feel for him. It's an epic cutscene, don't get me wrong. The cutscene for the game is really, really good, because Blizzard does an amazing job with the cutscenes. My controller... Come on, controller, stop. So we can get out of the dungeon. But, like, it's a... Wait. Well, guess what? I didn't level up any of the glyphs. And that was my fault, because I was in a rush and I was talking about Diablo stuff there. But yeah, you know, that's the reason why. You know, like, the cutscene's amazing, Blizzard did an amazing job, but Lilith and Anaris, like, they deserve better. Especially with all the lore that was in Diablo 3, just in, like, the text and stuff. So, like, you kind of want to see some of the stuff. Like, I would have loved flashback sequences. Like, why don't we have flashback sequences, guys? Like, think about it, a flashback sequence where we just have, you know, Anaris and Lilith, like, stealing the World Stone and going to, you know, create Sanctuary and seeing some of their love, and, you know, them consummating and having a child, that being Rothman. Like, there's so much that they could have done with the story, and they do nothing with it. Like, flashbacks would have been great, just to kind of give context. Because there's people who are like, I have no idea who Anaris is. I have no idea who Lilith is. Not me. This is people that I know that played for a bit, because they played, you know, Diablo 4 was their... Oops. Diablo 4 was their first, game, right? I had to make sure, because I changed the... So, like, that's Baby's first Diablo, right? So... You know, they don't know, like, the lore behind it, and the game doesn't do a good explanation of who Anaris is. We kind of get a loose explanation of it. We don't know... We know Lilith is the daughter of Mephisto, but you don't know really too much about how she created Sanctuary and how they did it, which is they stole the World Stone, which was something that we destroyed, our character. Well, not our character, the Wanderer, in this one, but the Wanderer in Diablo 2 at the end of the Lord of Destruction DLC is the one that ends up destroying the World Stone. The same World Stone that they had stolen at one point to create Sanctuary. The same World Stone that the Barbarians kept for safekeeping. Ironically, I'm playing a Barbarian character right now. You know, the same World Stone that Baal, Lord of Destruction, the brother of Mephisto, which would be the uncle of Lilith, tried to use to corrupt Sanctuary for his own personal bidding. You know, so there's a lot of stuff. Like, you know, Lilith allegedly was trying to save Sanctuary. You know, but I don't know. Like, there's so much. The story is just a little bit half-baked. The game, you know, has gotten a lot better, but, like, I hope when the expansion does drop that we get more justice. I'd love if Lilith's not actually dead and just was in a weakened state and comes back, you know. But I'm thinking with the called the Vessel of Hatred, and based on the way that the game ended the main storyline, my guess is that what's going to end up happening is we are going to see Narelle, who has the stone, the shard, that is imprisoning Mephisto. She's going to get corrupted, and Mephisto is going to use her to take back on his actual real form. So it's going to be kind of like a reverse Diablo 2. So, like, at the end of Diablo 1, for those of you who don't know, I'm going, like, into super lore, but this is how long I've been playing this fucking franchise. I know all this shit. In Diablo 1, at the end of it, the character, the hero, the original Wanderer, basically uses the Soul Stone to trap Diablo in it. He kills Diablo and then imprisons him. So, for whatever reason whatsoever, he decides that he's going to use the Soul Stone and merge it with his body to be able to keep, like, Diablo in check, right? So he's basically imprisoning the demon within his body. So, at the beginning of the events of Diablo 2, we find out that Diablo's soul... excuse me, choked on saliva. Diablo's soul... Diablo has slowly corrupted the soul of the Wanderer, the main character from the first game. So what ends up happening then is the Wanderer enlists this guy by the name of... oh my god, what was his name again? He basically has a flunky with him, right? So... what was his name? Marius, yeah, that's it, that's right. So Marius, decides that he's gonna follow the Wanderer because he meets him in a random pub where the Wanderer ended up, like, killing all the guys because his demons, his inner demons, started to kind of come out and manifest. It's how Diablo started to slowly come through. So, in the halfway point of the act, we find out that the Wanderer / Diablo at that point is looking for where Bale's tomb is, because before anything happened in Diablo 1, Bale was imprisoned by a character, a sorcerer by the name of Tal Raja. Now, some people might remember Tal Raja from the armor that's in Diablo 3. You know what? Tal Raja's armor in that one, the armor set, that's actually based on the monk, or correction, not the monk, the mage, Tal Raja. So, in the third act, Marius is supposed to help Tyrael, the archangel that's trying to save Sanctuary, the only one from heaven that's willing to do anything, because the rest of heaven is just, like, not going to help out whatsoever, decides that he's going to tell Marius to take the Soul Stone of Bale and bring it into the pits of hell to destroy it with a specific hammer. So Marius is supposed to do this, but he doesn't do it in the original Diablo 2 storyline. This is before the expansion. So at the end of it, Bale is free and gets the Soul Stone and basically takes on his true form again. And then he goes to raid in the Lord Destruction DLC, which is the expansion. He goes on to basically make a raid on Horograph, same thing that my armor piece is named after, this one here. He basically goes and does a raid on the Barbarian land and basically kills all the barbarians. And the Wanderer from Diablo 2 decides to go and help, and he manages to kill Bale, but Bale's influence has already corrupted the World Stone. So what ends up happening is, at the end, the Archangel Tyrael decides that he's going to destroy the World Stone to prevent it from being even further corrupted. The problem with destroying the World Stone, though, is it allows basically all of hell to kind of descend upon Sanctuary freely. So, by now, here in the events of Diablo... in Diablo 3, what ended up happening is basically the demons of hell, the prime evils, as well as the lesser evils, decide to kind of go through Sanctuary and all show up. Now, Mephisto and Bale don't show up in Diablo 3, simply due to the fact that I guess they haven't respawned, right? Because of based on what's said in Diablo 2, Diablo 4. So, basically, you get Osmodan and Bale as the new, like, replacements of that particular game. And I'll be honest, Bale and Osmodan are pretty weak type of lesser evils in that game. So, you know, it's thing. And basically, Diablo is reborn in that game as well, because he uses his actual daughter, because he apparently had a daughter when he was inside the Wanderer in Diablo 2, to use her body as a vessel to be reborn and free. He used the Wanderer's vessel to reborn himself in Diablo 2. So this is going back to the point that I was trying to make very earlier on in the stream that started this like 30-40 minute rant, and we did get to level 90 by now. The reason that I think Diablo is going to use maybe the essence of Anaris trapped in hell to kind of get a new body again and reform and be even more powerful, because that's kind of what Diablo has always done in all the games. He uses a nerve vessel, something he can't actually defeat, something he knows he can't actually destroy and overcome, to become even stronger, to then just have the Wanderer of that game, because it's always a different Wanderer, take it. So I think that's eventually what's going to happen in the storyline of 4. I could be completely wrong. Maybe I wrote a better storyline for 4 than what's actually going to happen. But I'm thinking Mephisto is going to corrupt Nerel. Diablo's going to use what happened in Hell to find a way to come back. And it's going to be an interesting experience towards whenever the game decides that it's done telling the story that's going to tell. I don't think we're gonna have Diablo 4 as long of a game as long as like Diablo 3. I don't think it's gonna be another 13 years before the next one, because I feel like they know they kind of messed up with this game in certain retrospect, and I don't think they're gonna be able to milk it. Like, I'll give you an example. The duality of Diablo 4. I started the stream at 5 o'clock, right? And at 5 o'clock, I, in particular, was having issues with the server. It wasn't my internet. My internet's been fine. You've seen in the last 2 hours plus that I've been playing, it was my internet. Now the game's running fine. That's because of a tremendous server load that was happening, right? So, you know, stuff like that's got to be addressed. And, like, I mean, people complain about the end game. I think it's, at the moment, it's kind of right on par. Hold on to that just in case. Right on par with what a ARPG, action RPG, dungeon crawler should be at this point. I know you're asking me about that. I want to see if I have enough points to go down here. And then to see... Probably I'll grab that. We won't be able to make it up to there. And there's like another glyph somewhere else that I have not put anything in. Did I put in here? I did, okay. I'm looking around to see if I got all the glyphs. Oh, I did, okay. Did I get one here? Let me see. Like, there's other things around here that maybe I want to use the points on. Like, the maximum fury thing would be great. So I probably will invest points there. You know, so I'm pre-planning things. It's not going to make, like, that could be useful too. You know, so there's stuff. But I first like to get all the major things in the Paragon board done is what I'm getting at. Okay. So, let me check here because I believe we did get to an overrun of 2 hours and 8 minutes. I was tempted to do a little bit more, but I think we should kind of call it here, guys. Because I do have some other things that I'm going to have to do. And we had a lot of fun anyway. And we played through some of the scuffy servers. We survived. We got loot. We got good loot too. I think all in all, a pretty good day. All in all. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do now. I don't really have anything planned for next week yet. It's a little too early for that because I haven't made my schedule. But we are gonna call it. Oops! Hit the wrong button. I'm not just starting there. All right. Let me put back on my wings too while we're waiting here. But I'm gonna call it there because I just kind of have a feeling like it'll take a long time to get to another level up, and I don't have that time to kind of spend. Getting to level 90 and hitting the last, like, 10 levels of the Barbarian is going to be kind of easy. Probably the next time you see him that I play him, because I will probably do a little bit more Eternal Realm again. And I'll jump back into the Seasonal Realm as well. I'll probably have my Barbarian at level 100, depending. But, yep, that's it for week 2 here. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that there were a lot of changes on the fly, because I said Diablo this week, server-wise, has just been weird at the time that I record at. So you got, like, 2 Metal Gear Solids. Actually, let me show you the schedule, because I did fix it. This should reflect what I have here. Alright, so we played Metal Gear Solid 5 on Tuesday. We played Monster Hunter World Iceborne on Wednesday. We played Metal Gear Solid 5 on Thursday. Instead of Marvel, we played Marvel's The Avengers on Friday. Saturday, today, we played Diablo 4. Nice roundabout stream. Sorry about the scuff again. Again, not my internet. I checked the whole way through. It's really, that's how buggy and laggy the servers are, especially when you're playing with the anniversary event. But we still had some fun, and we got some really good loot, and that's really all that matters, just having a chill stream and getting at least one Diablo stream out there for the Diablo fans, because I know there's Diablo fans that are expecting a lot more content. I'm trying to get it out to you. It's going to take a while. It's going to be a process before I can get guides out, you know, and that's just kind of the nature of the beast. Anyway, with that being said, that's the end of this week's content. I will be back on Tuesday, most likely, 5 p.m. Eastern. I have my week 1402. Wow, a lot of weeks we are. 1402 week schedule out on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Probably be a little bit more Metal Gear Solid 5. Probably some more Monster Hunter, because obviously we're prepping for the new game coming out, Wilds. And then we'll throw some stuff in the mix that we haven't done here on the channel just yet. Try to kind of, you know, play things out, give you variety. I like variety. I've always said this. I don't play the same game all the time on the channel. It's frustrating sometimes because I tell people this and they still get upset when they, like, don't get a Diablo video in the week, or they don't get a Monster Hunter stream, or I don't play a game for a while and then I come back to it. It's just, it's a variety channel. It's always been that way, guys. I mean, yeah, I'm famous for Diablo 3 stuff, but, like, I don't play Diablo all the time. That's not what I like to do. It's not the focus of the channel. I like to do variety and, like, be able to chill and talk about things and play things hopefully at a very high level so that you learn things from me. And that's, like, the focus of the channel. That's what it's really always been. Oh, sorry. I don't know why that thing. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Saturday. I appreciate it. And most importantly, I appreciate you.